Hey guys, welcome to the Knot of the Week. Today we're going to be talking about the square lashing. So if you need to join spars together to build structures in the great outdoors, ward off vampires, or perform an exorcism, this knot's for you. Alright, so something I wanted to quickly point out before we get into the square lashing is the props I'm going to use for demonstration are dowel rod and paracord. Please don't use this when you're building weight-bearing structures. It will slip and it will cause your structure to fall apart because of that. Use sisal rope or natural fiber rope and actual branches that you find in the wilderness. So that's really the applicable tools for this job. In scouting, when they're doing pioneering projects, they use cedar posts and cedar spars. That's really what's used for this. So just wanted to talk about that before we get into it. All right, the first step in tying a square lashing is to tie a clove hitch around the top spar. So when you're creating a 90 degree, which is what the square lashing is for, and you're joining these two spars together, you want the top spar to be where you tie the clove hitch onto. So if you're not familiar with the clove hitch, it's just a round turn around the object you're tying onto, crosses over the standing part of the line and back underneath the working end, and then tighten. So as you can see, this is already slipping a bit, and that's just what I'm going to have to deal with here. So lay that across in a 90 degree fashion here. Make sure this doesn't slip too much. And what we're going to do is wrap around that bottom spar, across the top here, back around this side without dropping it. And once I get this first wrapping here, it's going to behave a little bit more. So that's what a complete wrap looks like. You're just weaving that around, and then you're going to make another pass here. And what I'm trying to do is make sure that with each pass, I'm staying on the outside of the wrap that I made previously. So here I would stay on the outside, and then inside here, because I started down here. So outside there, outside here. And once I get through 3 complete wraps, and I apologize for the squirreliness of this, but I'm trying to wrangle this as best I can with this slippery paracord. I just felt like this would be easier for you to see. So I'm having to just tighten my clove hitch again. So once you get those 3 wraps all the way around, this is kind of what you should be looking at here. And then you're going to do what's called a frapping turn. So a frapping turn wraps around the interior of the line. So you want to make this as snug as possible. And my clove hitch slipped again. So as you are doing this realistically in the real world, in the great outdoors, you would really tighten this down so that this doesn't move at all. Of course, my clove hitch is slipping. So one more time around. There's our 3rd frapping turn, and what we're going to wind up doing is ending on the top of that spar we began with. And the way we'd finish this off is just with another clove hitch, which I'll tie right here. So there is our completed square lashing. As you can see, what we wound up with here is a clove hitch on the top, clove hitch on the bottom, or really we started at the bottom. And then we've got our frapping turns inside of here and our original wrapping around the spar there. To actually finish this up and clean it up, what you'd really want to do is take these ends and tuck them in. So I'd cut this paracord and just tuck it inside the wrapping here and make sure that it was just hidden and not exposed, because if this obviously gets pulled on, even on the actual natural fiber rope and the wood that you'd have in the great outdoors, it would actually come apart there too. So that is how to tie the square lashing. For more information on the knot you just saw tied, check the description for a link to the full article on ITS. Remember, if you're enjoying the Knot of the Week series, please consider joining our crew leader membership and allow us to give you back something in return for supporting. Check back every Tuesday for a new Knot of the Week, and thanks for watching.